Hey gang, welcome back to Joe Daddy's Garage. Today's video, I'm trying something a little bit out of the norm, at least as far as what I would consider a norm for classic cars. I did a video on the 68 Mustang known as Jade, where I put in a retro sound radio. And what that is, it's a digital radio that mimics the shape and design of an original radio, but it's electronic. And I documented how I installed that, and I think I documented how I really didn't like the way it sounded. Now, I've double-checked, triple-checked everything. All the wiring is correct. The negative and positive wiring on the speakers, all that is correct. But when I turn up the radio, it kind of has the speakers kind of rattle and it doesn't sound right. But again, everything is brand new. I even tried different speakers, still no luck. So when I bought that thing, I went with the cheaper version, let's say. I went with the basic retro sound radio. And I could have gone with a Bluetooth style retro sound radio. Quite a bit more expensive. I'm not sure what the numbers are. I can probably look them up and post them here somewhere, but they are more expensive. I'm glad I didn't, in a sense, because I already have problems with the way it sounds. I don't like it. And I would have spent money on something that I may not have been comfortable using or not been happy with. So I decided to try something different. Now, I mentioned on my live streams and maybe in some other videos that I was looking for an alternative. I wanted something that had a Bluetooth option, but it wouldn't necessarily mess up what I have. So I want to keep the radio as it looks. If you have an original style radio in your car, you could probably leave that in there just like it is. And I'm going to show you what I plan to use, or at least in this case, my first attempt at using is a Bluetooth radio that is meant for boats. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, in my searching, I found this on Amazon. 60 bucks, okay? And I can tell you at least what it says on the front here: marine radio, USB, MP3, and it is also, I don't know if it says it somewhere on here, it is also Bluetooth. This is a little box. This is not a big piece. The problem I was having was, where could I put a regular radio, you know, like a CD player style radio, which I have one of those. I have one up on the shelf. It's Bluetooth, CD, all that stuff. But I would have to modify the original bezel or find a place in the glove box, which it wouldn't fit because the car has AC. And I just kind of gave up on that idea. So here's the instruction manual. It's this Guzair, I don't know who that is, honestly. Waterproof stereo receiver with AM, FM, USB input, auxiliary in, and Bluetooth. It also says that this is 45 watts per channel. That's pretty impressive for a little compact radio deal. So I'm going to pull it out of the box here. It does come with this little bracket that's got like a plastic on it, that blue plastic to protect it. It's just stuck in this little piece of cardboard. Pull that off. And that's it. That is a little component. I have not tried it yet, obviously. There's a power button up here, volume control. Looks like, I guess you can probably switch back and forth. There's a band button. There's a volume minus. Okay, so volume plus, volume minus. I'm sure this is your tuning up and down, and then mode. So you can switch between different functions. On the back side, it does have, let me see what all the ports are. You can put like a flash drive in there if you had music on a flash drive. There's your connections for power and speakers and all that. And then there's an antenna. And then there are 4 connections here. And these, I assume, you know, like if you're going to have an amp or auxiliary input or something along those lines. It does not have, it says MP3, but it's probably MP3 off of the flash drive. I have a little MP3, you know, radio thing, whatever, that I can carry on me. I thought maybe I could use a little, 0.8 jack and plug it in, but that won't work. So from here, we have the wiring connections. There is, I'm going to show you, that would be your speakers. So you got a left, right, left, right, left, right, or positive, negative, whatever. Purple, gray, white, green. and a very simple power connection. So it looks like you're probably going to have a power, I would assume maybe a memory wire is a yellow wire, and then black would be ground. So the plan, hopefully if I can pull this off, is I had thought about mounting this in that center console where it has a slider door. Make a little bracket, you know, mount the thing. It has this, like I said, this bracket attaches to the back, so it'll clamp it into whatever you make as far as an opening. But if you mount this in your in that center console, it's hidden out of the way. Now another idea, maybe to put this in the glove box. I don't know if I wanted the glove box. I kind of like the idea of hiding it in the console, because as a driver, I can slide the door up, hit the button, and I'm ready to go. And it's a little more complicated to reach over and open up the glove box. So I'm going to do a little experimenting and see if I can't make this work. Now the idea is I'm not going to mess with the console. I don't want to damage it. So what I want to do is build a bracket for this and mount it at a slight angle, and probably use some sort of a Velcro. I have some material over here, some Velcro type strips that I could just stick it inside of that compartment. I don't want to cut a hole anywhere in the car for this. Ideally, you could probably, if you had an aftermarket style console, you could probably just punch a hole in it, set it down in there. I've also considered the idea of like the dune buggy, the fiberglass dune buggy that I have. I don't like the radio that's in it. Maybe this will take the place of that as well. Eventually, you know, get another one. But you get the idea. So let me see what I can come up with, and maybe make this work. So like I said, if I get in the car here, I've got this little trap door. I can push that up, and let's see if I can kind of position this in there. That'll fit inside that opening. And if I build a bracket again at a slight angle, it'll be right behind the door. Now, I don't know that I would really store much inside this anyway. It's kind of a hindrance to get in there with, you know, coming at different angles. It's really just a novelty kind of opening to me. It does have some space in there, but I'd rather have this hidden right behind the door and be able to push the buttons and stuff and make it work. So that's the plan. Now, ideally, I'll have to take all of this loose again, and even though I'm going to leave that radio there, all the wiring is directly above the console anyway, so it'll just drop down and connect in. Hopefully it all works. I do plan to make some sort of a bracket to hold that, but we'll see what I can come up with. Okay, so before I put anything in the car, I wanted to test it, and what I discovered is the yellow is actually the power and the red is the memory. At least that's what I'm figuring from trying to connect it. I tried to connect just to the red and it wouldn't turn on, so I connected to both. It turned on. Basically just hold the power button on, and a few seconds and it'll come back on. Now what I did is I went off the antenna. Without an antenna, I was able to pick up a good radio station, and really very surprised. There was nothing connected to this at all. I can't play that because obviously there's copyright issues. I did download some music to this little flash drive off of a program I use called Audio Hero, and then I connected to this old speaker that I had. So it's just, that's all I have connected right now. So I have it paused, and this is a song from Audio Hero, but let's see. I just want to show you what it sounds like. So I'm going to hit the pause button. Just one speaker. Volume control goes up to 32, the max. Now, of course, you can't control bass or treble or anything like that, at least not that I can see. Oh, it says rock, so maybe there is a way you can do that. I saw it flash across there and said rock. And it's got a pause button. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to try to get this hooked up and try it out in the car. All right, remarkably enough, this is the plug-in for the new radio. It's also the same, exact same layout as the retro sound radio. So basically I just plugged it in. Now I did reconnect the power to both because I would like to have that radio hooked up just so I can have the clock and stuff like that. But I have turned this on, have the key on, and I have that download ready to play. So
you know there ain't another girl like her in the city. No, you know she looks so good, but she ain't so pretty.
that's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's on 20.
I don't know why I feel this way, but I'm the right, she's driving insane. And don't you know you're on the pump the brakes, I can't tell you why don't you let it go. I'm the line and finally I'ma let you know you're somewhere in between my legs.
That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Okay, I'm very happy with that. So I just need to make my little bracket that I can put inside of that console and hook up the antenna and put everything back in place, and I'll be set. So let's see if I can't finish this up. Okay, I'm going to try to be creative with this bracket. I'm going to use an old license plate. Why? Well, because it's flat and I have plenty of these. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to take this roll of tape. Basically it fits almost around the diameter of that. It's a little bit snug, but it gives me a good reference point. So that's going to give me a location. Basically back here, I can measure side to side. I know that this is 6 inches wide. I can use the 3 as my center point. And then, once I get that positioned where I want it, I'm going to draw another line, probably down about an inch below, because there's a drop from the inside of the opening where the roller door goes, about an inch down. So maybe I'll go 1 1/4 inch, 1 3/8, something like that, to create the bottom location for the angle. So this is going to get bent back up like this, so the opening will be kind of like that. Then I want to get creative, because this is going to be kind of flimsy. So I will probably bend these flanges on this side and this side at a 90 degree. Bring it, like I said, when I bring it back, I will create another 90 here, probably put in a screw, and then I may use some of the excess material and create a back strut to keep the thing from flexing. So I'll have to get creative with it, but let's see what I can create. Okay, it's in. Check this out. There it is. Now, I have it powered so that that comes on and this will also come on at the same time, but the upper one won't make any noise. I did learn some things. I'm not going to play any music right now, but if I click on this more button and I hold it, you can adjust the bass. You can adjust the treble. Well, let me hold it again. Bass, treble, balance left and right, fader. Apparently you can turn on extra amperage, I don't know. But it'll beep, I guess, if you wanted to. I don't know if that means when you turn it on. Looks like it has a 24-hour or 12-hour clock. So, bass, treble, balance, fade, loud, and equalizer. So, I'm pretty excited about this. This thing is working great at the moment. I can't play regular music because of copyrights, but you heard it earlier and it's pretty impressive. All right, I'm very satisfied with this product. Again, this is the Guzair, however you say it. I'll post a link in the description below. And after I made the license plate bracket, I just used some of this Scotch super strong tape or whatever, Velcro type tape, and it looks like that'll do the job. So thumbs up on this one. It's a great little deal. So for 60 bucks, you can modify your car and enjoy some tunes. So I hope you got some information out of this video that may help you if you're looking at something like this for your car. If nothing else, I hope you got some entertainment out of it. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you would, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you think about this video. And until next time, take care of yourselves. See ya.